Hello guys and welcome back to my channel here, and we're doing part 2 of What If Naruto Was Evil. Now, if you have any what ifs and one shots you want me to do, comment down below and I may or may not do them. I really don't know. And I want you guys to know one thing, I don't make scripts. None of my videos have scripts. The only videos that have scripts kind of is the What If Naruto was deaf, like what if not deaf, like what if Naruto was betrayed and became deaf, like deaf, the not like he can't hear deaf, he's deaf, like he kills type deaf. I know it kind of sounds weird because of my lisp, but hopefully you guys kind of understand what I mean. But and what if Naruto was Uchiha? And those were technically kind of not scripts because I just read them off of fan fiction. So they were kind of not scripts. But like I said, the ones that I've made are not script. They have no scripts. So everything I say comes off the top of my head. So sometimes I change what I say in the later parts because I don't remember what I said before. And I kind of need to write down what I say so I don't forget and just make a random change that doesn't make sense. But I just go back. But now I'm just going back to my old videos and I'm checking. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. But before we get into this part of the what if, we're going to do the recap. Like I say, if you want to know what happened last part, just go watch it. But basically, Naruto was banished for bringing back Sasuke just slightly injured after Sasuke freaking tutorialed him 2 times in the chest, nearly killing him. And he was betrayed and banished by everybody he thought cared for him, except for Hinata. Hinata is the only one who cares for him slightly, and he's planning on going back to the Leaf Village and bringing her back. But yeah, he went to the Uzu because he felt this strange pull bringing him there. And he went there, he found this underground basement under the Uzu tower, the cage tower, the Uzu. And he found Madara, Hashirama, and a Reno Uzumaki's armor. Now I'm gonna make this Reno Uzumaki the strongest Uzumaki of the clan. And I'm gonna make the blood of the Uzumaki, the DNA, the strongest Uzumaki of the Uzumaki clan. So, Naruto could be stronger. And he found their armor, like I said, their DNA and their fans. And Madara's fan, my bad. And he did this seal that combined them all. And that all the DNA went into his body. The armor and the fan went on his body. And the fan went on the back of his armor. And like I said, in the last part, you can see this cool logo that has like this halo and this angel halo and this demon horns over the Uzumaki and the Hashirama, not Hashirama, the Senju clan and the Uchiha clan's logos are like under it. It's a pretty cool logo. I kind of want to make it, but I can't really draw well, so I'm gonna try. And he makes this big boom of power that everybody feels, and this makes them scared. So, Naruto's gonna be OP. But yeah, that's basically what happened last part. Like I said, if you want to know what, the whole details, go check it out. So yeah, let's get into this. What if? Now, after Naruto made that big boom of power in the last part, he went out and went into the village. Now, the village has been kind of overgrown. And like I said, there's just a bunch of dead bodies everywhere. And he's been going around. Like I said, I forgot to mention in this recap, he has the Rinne Sharingan. Because of the fact that he has the DNA of the top 3 clans that was closest to Hagoromo. Now, he would have the Tenseigan and the Rinne Sharingan if he had Hyuga blood, but there was no Hyuga blood there because the Uzumaki didn't care about the Hyuga. They were nowhere close to the Hyuga, so the they were more close to the Uchiha than the Hyuga. And back then, the Hyuga weren't even really a clan, I'm gonna be honest. It was really just the Uzumakis, the Uchiha, and the Senju that were the biggest clans. So the rest, like, they weren't clans. They weren't at all. So, and he went around the village, just looking around for things. He's been reading on the Uzu history, and he found out something that the Leaf Village probably wouldn't want leaked. And he found out that his family, well, not his family, but kind of his family, I guess, but his clan was wiped out and betrayed by Leaf. My bad, guys. Leaf not only gave away the location of Uzu, but they also gave some secret entrances to go through. And they also gave some shinobi for Iowa, Kumo, and not cause Kiri was cool with Uzu. Kiri was cool with Uzu. But they didn't know of Uzu. Kiri didn't hurt it. Wasn't Kiri Kiri's the lightning country, right? If I'm wrong. Just correct me if I'm wrong. But you know, the Mizukage, where she's from, the land of the water place with the three tails, they were cool with Uzu because they were both like watery, they were both water countries. So they were cool with Uzu. But the Mizukages, in their country didn't hear of Uzu being attacked until a couple of days after. So they couldn't help Uzu. So yeah. So like I said, Leaf gave away some intel and gave some shinobi for Kumo, Iowa, and Kumo, Iowa. Is Iowa stone? No. I don't know. I'm so stupid. Kumo, Iowa, and sand. Now Naruto, he's still cool with Gaara. He's cool with Gaara. That's not going to change about him. Gaara probably won't like the Leaf banishing him, so he's still cool with Gaara. He's still cool with the sand. He knows that Gaara it was not Gaara's fault. Gaara had nothing to do with it. It was just, bygones be bygones. He's still cool with Gaara, even though his country and his predecessors, kind of wiped out his clan. He's still cool with Gaara, because he knows it wasn't Gaara, like I said. He doesn't care. I mean, he cares, but like I said, he knows Gaara had nothing to do with it. He's still going to be cool with Gaara, okay? I just want to tell you guys that. And he's thinking to himself that he wants to destroy the Leaf. He wants to destroy Lightning Country. And he wants to destroy the stone or the rock, whatever you call it. And that he's probably going to have to talk to Gaara and the Mizukage, the current Mizukage, about an alliance he can make. Like, he's definitely going to make an alliance with Gaara. But he wants to talk to the Mizukage about an alliance and all that stuff. Now, Leaf fall in love with the Mizukage. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure about him having a harem. I don't want all that problems right now. Harem is a bit too much for me. That's going to be a bit annoying to deal with, and I don't want to have to deal with it. So, I don't know about no harem. But this is making him want to destroy the Leaf even more. This is making his hatred for the Leaf even worse, because they not only did they banish him, betray him, they helped destroy his clan. They helped torment him. Knowing he was a part of this clan, they helped destroy. And this makes him even more disgusted in the Leaf. Because he found that in these archives that the Leaf was also allied to the freaking Whirlpool Village. And the fact that they betrayed not only him, but his clan, just makes him disgusted in the fact that he wanted to even protect these guys, but he was even a part of these guys. The fact that he was even one of these guys. The fact that he was a leash shinobi just makes him disgusted. My bad. But the fact that he was a leash shinobi just makes him feel disgusted that he was trying to be the Hokage of a village that destroyed his clan in cold blood, that betrayed his clan so casually, a clan that, and his clan was the only reason that they were even existing. So this kind of hurt Naruto, and this made his bloodlust for the leaf rise, and this made everybody feel this fear again, and people were just like, what is going on? Not only did we feel this sudden power boost, but we're feeling blood loss. That didn't make sense. That didn't sound that sounded so stupid. Blood lost. I don't even know what I'm saying. But they were like, not only did we feel just such power that no human would be able to obtain, we're feeling this bloodlust that's inhuman as well. And it's just as powerful, if not even more refined, than that random boost of power we just felt. And they're getting scared, and they're like, who is this? Who is this? And they're like hoping that the bloodlust is not being directed to them. But little do they know that 3 of the 5 countries that bloodlust is being led, 3 of the 5 countries is, where Naruto is leading his bloodlust to. That's where his bloodlust is directed to. The 3 of the 5 countries. But it's so powerful that everybody can feel it. But most of his bloodlust is going to the Leaf Village because they betrayed him, they betrayed his clan, betrayed his family, and he won't stand by it. He won't let a village full of betrayers and weaklings live. And he won't stand by it at all. But first, he wants to go around and wander a bit more to see if there's anyone living, even if it's a little child, even if it's just an old grandpa, old grandma, something, some animal. And he's been looking around, and he's seen some animals, seen some plants, and he's like, at least he's thankful that it's at least livable, and that, that they couldn't get to these archives, they couldn't get to these scrolls. And he's learned a bunch of Uzumaki techniques as well. Because, like I said, he has the Renin Sharingan, so he can just copy down literally everything. And the Renin Sharingan also has the techniques of all Mangekyo / internal Mangekyo Sharingan abilities. So he can do Susanoo, but on a whole different level. And plus the fact that he has Kurama in him, he can do the Kurama avatar with a blood-red Susanoo. It's gonna be like how Sasuke, Naruto had, Susanoo armored Kurama avatar. It's gonna be even more powerful, I swear. And he's gonna be so OP. I mean, he already is. He knows all the Uzumaki healing techniques. He knows how to use the chains like God. He has the strongest iterations of the chains. He's been training with the fans on a couple of the rabid animals on the left, on what's left of his clan's village. He's been cleaning up. He's been fixing up a couple of the buildings. He's learned He's learned telekinesis. I know it's kind of random, but since he has Uzumaki blood in him, he's gonna have this ability where his chains is gonna be like he's gonna have telekinesis, basically, and it's gonna be basically his chains, but it is like his chains are invisible, like nobody could see his chains but him, and it's gonna basically look like telekinesis. So I'm gonna just call it telekinesis, the telekinetic chains, even though they're not telekinetic, but still. And he's been fixing up a couple of things, fixing up a building. He's fixed up the Uzukage Tower. I don't know why I thought I messed that up. I said it correctly, but he's been fixing up some houses here and there for his, when he brings Hinata over, and when he brings some other clans over so he can help and fix up this village and make it anew, make it stronger than it would have been before. He wants to make a new Usu, and he wants it to be known that he's not going to be weak, and he's not going to be as nice as the Uzumakis were before, and that anybody who betrays him will die. So, do not betray Naruto on this. It's too late for anybody who has. So, and it's too late for anybody who has inadvertently betrayed him. Like how they wiped out his clan. That's inadvertently betraying him. Because if they didn't wipe out his clan, he would have had a family. So it's kind of like, betraying him. But it's not betraying him, but anyone who inadvertently hurts him in some way, he finds unpleasant, you're dead. You're off the map. There's literally nothing you can do. Revive Madara, revive Hashirama, you're still gonna die. You can't do nothing. So, it's kind of a sad day for anybody who Naruto does not like. So, yeah. Like I was saying, Naruto, he's really pissed. He's really pissed at the Leaf, at Kumo, at Rock, kind of pissed at Sand, but at the same time, he's cool with them because he knows it's in their past and they didn't do it. But at the same time, he knows that it's in, Kumo's and the Leafs and Rock's past, the stone, rock, whatever you want to call it, is in their past as well. But he doesn't like them anyway, so this is also giving him another reason to take them over and or destroy them. So he was gonna take them over anyways. But this just gives him more of a reason to take them over, so he doesn't mind. But he was gonna just leave. He was probably just gonna leave Sand alone because he's cool with the Sand. And Mizukage, I mean, the Mizukage didn't have any thing in destroying his village, obviously, but he's still gonna take over the Mizukage's place. The way, not the way, was it water? I forgot. I'm so sorry. I forgot, guys. He's still gonna take over that village. So he's just gonna leave the Sand alone because the Sand's the only people he's really cool with. Like I said, the Mizukage's country, he doesn't care if they die or not. He's neutral with them. So he will attack them, and at the same time he won't, because he doesn't have a problem with them. But he was planning on taking them over anyways, so yeah. All this does is that he won't kill people violently unless they resist. And he has a feeling that people are gonna resist, so he's probably gonna, kill some people. So, and he doesn't mind. He wants to know what it's like to kill, because he hasn't been able to kill ever. And he wants to know what it's like, because Shinobi's, he just wants to see what it feels like. The feeling of taking the man's life. He would like to experience that. It's kind of psychopathic, I know. That's kind of psychopathic, kind of sociopathic, I know. But he's evil, so he's going to do evil things. So, but he's not psychopathic, which, if he was psychopathic, he would have no conscience, and he wouldn't be loyal. If he, like I said, he was psychopathic, he wouldn't have a conscience. Psychopaths don't have consciences. Sociopaths do have consciences, and they do understand that what they do is wrong. And psychopaths, they don't care. They know that other people know that what they do is wrong. They know that other people think what they're doing is wrong, but they don't care. They have no empathy. They have no loyalty towards others. That's what a psychopath is. Sociopaths, they do. They have empathy, and they understand that the things they do are bad, but they can't help themselves. So, Naruto's more of a sociopath than a psychopath. But, whatever. I'm not a doctor. I'm not no psychologist, so don't quote me on that. Quote me on that. You know what? Quote me on that. I have a good feeling that what I said was basically the simple reasonings, well, the simple explanations of a psychopath and a sociopath. So don't get it mixed up. But Naruto, he goes to the land of waves, and he goes to request a favor. He goes and sees and talks to Tazuna, and he asks Tazuna to bring in a couple of Leaf Shinobi. He asks them, not just someone like Higashi, not any specific Leaf Shinobi, just some random Leaf Shinobi. And Tazuna's like, don't worry, they're already there. And Naruto's like, why is that? And Tazuna's like, well, they kind of want me to change the name of the bridge to the Great Uchiha Bridge. Oh, one thing I forgot to say, guys. This is a 15-year-old Naruto. So Naruto, he's pretty skilled with the chakra chains, and it's been 3 years. Sasuke, we'll see how Sasuke is doing later. But Naruto's pretty good with his chains. He's very good with his Rinnegan. He can stop time, so his techniques is really OP. That's why I said he's been training. It's been 3 years. For him, it's been a bit longer, like way longer. But everybody else has been 3 years, so trust me, he's gonna be very skilled. And that's how he was able to get all the time to read the archives, because he's been training for 3 years. So, I mean, yeah. That didn't make sense, I'm sorry. But, like I said, 15-year-old Naruto. And Tazuna is thinking to himself, wow, Naruto has grown. He looks really different. He has different armor on, a different tone in his voice, different personality. He seems to be more calm, but at the same time, it seems to demand respect. And Tazuna is thinking to himself, like, this kid has really changed. He feels, and this is correct. People feel that Naruto is a bit more authoritative. Like, his presence just demands respect than, like, how before his presence was just more friendly and, it was more heartwarming. But this just demands respect, and if you don't give him respect, he'll kill you. Like, that's the type of presence he's giving off. And it's kind of like, making Tazuna, like, kind of proud that Naruto's become this strong, but at the same time, he's kind of scared because, Naruto's presence is still giving off fear to those who respect him. So Tazuna's still a bit scared. And Naruto's like, thanks, Tazuna. And he gives Tazuna a bit of gold. He gives him a bunch of gold, actually. He gives him a pound of gold. No, he gives him a small pouch of gold. And Tazuna's like, is this gold? And Naruto's like, don't worry about it, Tazuna. I have plenty of that back home. And Tazuna's like, wait, where's your home? I heard you were banished. And Naruto's like, don't worry about that. The leaf is not my home. It never was. It never liked me. Never cared for me, Tazuna. I have a new home now. And I'm waiting to start a family there. Waiting to fix it up. Waiting to renew my rightful village. The place that was actually my home. Actually supposed to be my home. The land of whirlpools. And Tazuna's like, no wonder. I mean, how stupid can I be? The last name is literally Uzumaki. Of course you're from the land of whirlpools. Well, your family, at least. Just like, yeah. And I just want to test out some of my techniques I've learned there on some humans, as I've only been able to test it out on some wild beast. And Tarzan was like, huh, well, I hope you don't cause too much trouble to yourself. I have a feeling you don't want to bring too much attention to yourself right now. And Naruto's like, oh, I don't care if I bring attention to myself. I'm going to send them a message. A message to let them know that they cannot mess with me, Tazuna. I want them to learn a painful lesson if it has to be. That Naruto Uzumaki shall get his revenge. No, my name's not Naruto Uzumaki no more. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Senju Uchiha. That's a long name. I'm gonna just shorten it to Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. And Tazuna was like, I think I've heard that Namikaze name before. I've definitely heard. And Tazuna was like, geez, Naruto, that's such a long name. How about you just shorten it to your parents' last name? And Naruto's like, yeah, that is kind of a long name. I'll just shorten it to Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. And Naruto's like, and Tazuna was like, yeah, that's a bit better. And Naruto's like, yeah, I was kind of being annoyed of saying that over and over again in my head. And Naruto's like, okay, so which way were they again? And Tazuna points southeast. I know that's kind of extra to say, but I had to say it. And then Naruto goes and he sees two No, they're not He sees two Chunin and a Jonin. And he's like, leave Shinobi. How dare you? No, he doesn't say that. That's the old Naruto. He's like, some puny leaf Shinobi in my friend's village? What do you want? Oh wait, you want to name the rightful bridge that was named after me, right? To that unloyal Uchiha, if I'm correct. And the Jonin are like, your name? Name's not. Wait a second. And Naruto's like, yep, it sure is me, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. And the Jonin's like, Namikaze? The fourth? No, this can't be. You're not the fourth son. And Naruto's like, believe what you want to believe. I don't care. You're gonna die anyways. And you'll be sent straight to hell. You know what? I'll just summon my King of Hell. He'll take your soul right now. And Naruto summons the King of Hell. And Naruto's like, I'll finish off the two Chunin before I kill you, Jonin. And the Jonin's like, not fine. You never will, you puny demon. You nine-tails fox. And I was like, whoa. That's a bit extra, isn't it? I know I'm a nine-tails fox. But your family won't. I mean, you wanted to have a family, right? And the Shinobi was like, what are you talking about? I'll kill you, and I'll have my family. And I'll be a hero for killing the demon. And Naruto's like, you'll be a dead man. Dead man and dead men are forgotten. And Naruto slices the head of the Jonin. And Naruto's like, oh, dang it. I wanted to save the Jonin for last. Oh, well. I guess the King of Hell could have you too. And the Chunin is like, stay back, you demon. Or call the Hokage. And Naruto just serves them straight to the King of Hell. And the Naruto's like, so why? Why do you think I'm the demon? And the Chunin tell him that it's because he's the Nine-Tails. And Naruto is like, lie. Absorb his soul, King of Hell. And the King of Hell just absorbs that Chunin's soul. And the other Chunin's like, our parents told us to. Please don't hurt me, please. I'll do anything. And Naruto's like, King of Hell, just absorb his soul. And the Chunin's like, please, no, I have a fan. And he just dies right there and then. And And Naruto's like, they deserve to die such a painful death. I've gone through much worse. They're lucky I killed them so. They're lucky I killed them so simply and just cut their heads off. If they were anyone important to my pain, my suffering, they would have really died a painful death. And Naruto goes to Sasuke and he tells him he cleared out the Leaf Shinobi so they don't have to worry about him, them bothering him anymore. And Sasuke's like, well, I have a feeling they'll just send more. And Naruto's like, don't worry, if they do, I'll just kill them like the rest. You know me, I'm not one to back down from a promise. And Sasuke's like, of course you're not, you're a Uzumaki. And Naruto's like, well, I have to go. I have to go see a friend I haven't seen in 3 years. And Sasuke's like, a friend? So there's other people who haven't betrayed you, huh? And Naruto's like, the rest of the elemental nations aren't like the leaf scum. Some are actually pretty good and decent. I'll see you later, Tazuna. But that's actually going to be the end of this part here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.